Hi, I'm Matt Bartlett with Last Breath TV, and here we are to do a three-part series of how to kill a buck off the ground. So over the last several years, I have killed 8 different bucks off the ground with no blind via bow or muzzleloader. During these 3 parts, I'm going to give you guys a few tips and tricks that I use to make it happen. So here in part number 3, we're going to talk a little bit about cover on the ground, and special attention to Chubbs right here beside me. He is one instance I'm going to talk about today. So one thing I look for when I'm trying to get set up to archery hunt deer off the ground is position, and position I mean cover and wind. In this situation in particular, I'm on the north side of a bedding area with a southwest wind, which was directly blowing me down over the hill into a giant pond. So I had the wind at my advantage. Now the next thing I had to do was trying to find a spot to conceal myself and be able to shoot the areas I think the deer are going to travel through. So I picked a spot which had a tree roughly the same diameter as my torso to try to conceal any and all movement, because there really wasn't anywhere for me to sit, so I had to stand the whole entire night. So I picked a little cluster of trees that I could just barely fit me and the camera arm and all my gear just inside and still be able to turn around, move, pivot, do whatever I need to do while standing up. One thing that you really need to focus on, though, when you're in the timber trying to hunt these deer off the ground with no blind, you have got to clear the foliage out from underneath your feet. You've got to clear everything out of your way to where you're standing on bare dirt, because any leaf, any twig crack, anything that could attend the deer to be looking in your direction or draw any kind of attention to yourself is something you really have to try to avoid. So when I pick a spot, when I'm in the timber, even if I'm out hunting in the hole or in another spot I'm going to talk about here in a minute, I try to clear out any and all dead foliage out from where I'm standing, just to eliminate any kind of extra noise. I mean, your clothes are going to make noise, your bow's going to make noise, you're going to make noise moving, getting situated. So any and all noise that you can eliminate is extremely important. Obviously, you have to practice scent control, and you have to hunt with the wind. So I hunted with the wind, practiced scent control, moved all the crap out of my way so I didn't make any noise, and this is the result. Pound, baby. Holy cow. Holy shit, man. I gotta move. I just shot Chubbs. Yes. What a stud. We called him Chubbs. We called him Chubbs because he's so freaking heavy. And he is done, and he is mine. 50 yards. Look at that shot. Through the freaking timber. I had to freaking stand up on a tree that I was sitting on in order to make it happen. He made it 150 yards probably. Man, he's freaking nice, dude. It's a big block-headed buck. Showed up late September. Got velvet pictures of him. We've had probably 200 trail camera pictures of him all year, just running hot laps around this farm, and he's finally met his maker tonight. Freaking heck yeah, man. Heck yeah. So to go into a next spot, we have a spot where I killed Niner and the redemption buck. Now this is a little bit different. This is a transition area that Jesse and I like to hunt. The draw is only 75 yards wide. Most of your shots are inside that 50 and in range. It's just a big east-west travel corridor that these deer use, and we found a spot where it narrows down into a pinch, and we found this giant junk heap. So what we do when we hunt here is we're able to stand up. We're able to be completely concealed from any deer below us. It's a bunch of woven wire, old cars, scrap metal, just basically heaped up in front of us, and we can just peek right down over top of it and shoot any deer that are using this transition area.
I kind of looked up the draw with my binoculars, and surprisingly, the buck we were in there hunting was walking right towards us. Just be still. Yep. Matt. I smoked him. I freaking smoked him. Off the freaking ground again in the same spot I did it 3 years ago. He's down. He's freaking down.
Yeah. I've been hunting our tails off daylight and dark. Just trying to get close to a mature deer. And it finally came together on Veterans Day today.
This beautiful deer come waltzing by about 40 yards across the creek. I got him killed on self-film off the ground on a farm I've never even stepped foot on before. And just look at him, he's beautiful. I couldn't be happier with this deer, and I'm gonna call this deer the redemption buck, mainly because we got beat down, and beat down some more, and I stayed at it. Persistence really paid off. This just goes to show that no matter how bad things get, you just gotta keep out there and keep trying, and good things will come eventually.
So if you really look at it hard, take your time and think about wind, cover, being able to shoot, being able to see, being able to give the deer a little bit of an advantage to where they feel safe. I feel like if you use a few of these tactics, you're going to find yourself at least in the ball game and be successful, hopefully.